Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe if you like digital assets. And go ahead and comment down below what city you're watching from. Let's see what city likes crypto the most. Now, before we get fully into this video, you guys gotta head over to my Twitter, which is TheDustyBC, and check out this 40-second video. It's from Christine Lagarde out of all the way back in 2017, but it says, "We are about to see massive disruptions." That's the first thing she starts off with. And now, on this laptop, I have no idea how to give you guys the sound, as all my videos are one take and one take only. And I don't know how to give you guys the sound on a laptop, so I can't do that right now. But I recommend you guys to just go over to my Twitter, check the video out, because it does sound a lot like XRP. It sounds really quite amazing, and we've let it sit for a couple of years now, and I want to see what's to come. You know, I'm pretty excited about this. To me, it looks really quite cool, so let me see you guys' opinion on the situation. Now, something a little bit different. I actually want to add a little bit more general crypto news within this video, just to make sure you guys are not missing out on anything. Threat alert. New Trojans targeting major crypto exchanges apps discovered. And since this is talking about your money, I think it is really important to cover. Threat Fabric, an Amsterdam-based cybersecurity firm specializing in threats to financial industry, has identified the Cerberus Trojan that steals 2FA codes generated by the Google Authenticator app for internet banking, email accounts, and cryptocurrency exchanges. US-based crypto exchange Coinbase is one of the crypto platforms listed in the exhaustive Cerberus's list of targets, which also includes major financial institutions around the world and social media apps. The cybersecurity firm knows that it has not identified any advertisement on the dark web for Cerberus's update features, leading it to believe that the updated version is still in the test phase but might be released soon. So basically here, there's a big threat hanging around right now, which we at least might be able to steal your 2FA codes. And that sure as hell is quite interesting, because it's a Trojan. And if you guys have been around your computer for a little while since you were younger, or I guess, you know, been here for 10 plus years or whatever, you know that Trojans are always quite an interesting thing, but really used to be way, way bigger of a problem for individuals than it is right now. But still, Threat Fabric's report states that the remote access Trojan Cerberus was first identified during the end of June, superseding the Anubis Trojan and emerging as a major malware as a service product. And still, I don't really know exactly what will be able to be done about it, except for a potential defense against this Cerberus is to use a physical authentication key to prevent remote attacks. These keys require a hacker to have an actual device in their presence, which helps minimize the risk of a successful attack. And I think Google actually has one of those, which you can just buy. But I personally recommend to just buy yourself a hardware wallet. A link is in the description below. Make sure you check out the Ledger wallets. They are really, really worth it. A lot of exchanges are on the list, guys. A lot of exchanges are on the list. At least 26, which include Coinbase, Binance, Xapo, Wirex, and BitPay. And a lot of others are going to be coming out later. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty heavy. But make sure you just are careful with all your money and make sure nobody can steal it. XRP Yoda posted on Twitter, "People, you have to remember that the XRP ledger is the most advanced system. XRP is the future. Stop worrying about price and be excited." I am still super cheap. Wait, be excited as I am, it's still super cheap. And I can find myself in that one as well. I can find myself in the field of thinking, it's still super cheap. Let's not be rushing. Let's not be worried, because we're still so early in all of this. Yoda also says, "Mark my words, soon people will be saying, 'I wish I bought more.' Boo-hoo. Joe Katz, may the swords be with you all." Well, one thing I should note there is that at one point in the bull run in 2017, I got tons of messages asking if there was still a way to get XRP cheap, if there was still a way to get Bitcoin at a lower price, etc., etc., etc. And a couple of days ago, I made a video explaining that if you wanted to get into the pre-bull run prices, now is the time. We're actually at a point which was pre-bull run all the way. So even if you buy yourself a handful right now, you're in a pretty fortunate position, if I do say so myself. So I guess that's not holding anybody back anymore either. Australian judge says crypto is a legitimate investment vehicle. Now that sounds pretty good if you ask me. As part of a defamation case in front of the New South Wales or NSW District Court, Judge Judith Gibson allowed cryptocurrency usage as collateral. I mean, that's positive, that's negative, but mostly kind of cool. This is a recognized form of investment, Gibson said of cryptocurrency, also acknowledging its volatility, according to a brief from the Australian Associated Press. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. In this case, the plaintiff vies for crypto usage. As part of the defamation case, the NSW court stated the accusing party must place 20,000 Australian dollars or 13,000 US dollars in a bank account guarded by the courts. Should the accusing party lose or secede, the funds would pay for a portion of the defendant's legal fees. That's a frick ton of money to be put for legal fees, so damn, I'm hoping I never get anything like that going on, because that would definitely ruin your life, possibly. Instead of a bank account, the court allowed the plaintiff to use their cryptocurrency exchange account, which actually does sound pretty interesting. But yeah, the account requires monitoring, and of course, they will go through a couple of things. I can see the desirability of the defendant receiving prompt notification of any drop in the value of the account, Gibson said. There are uncertain financial times, and definitely it might not be the smartest move ever, but it's interesting that this is allowed to, and I like it. Sir Khan posted on Twitter, I know many of you want to quit holding XRP or even get out of crypto entirely. But look, how long are you holding? How long do you think these BTC whales held? It takes time and a strong stomach, as every investment does. Persistence will pay off in the long run. And really, like Crypto Lewis below here says, it's all about controlling emotions. That's what it is all the time with investments. You know, if you're trading Forex, if you're trading crypto, everybody knows it's about the mindset. As much as it is about knowing the tactics and knowing the, I guess, when to buy, when to sell, it's also about really doing what you need to do. And through the mind, it's really difficult to do such things. But really, to stop holding XRP sometimes is a better option. But it might not be now, it might be. It's pretty hard to know exactly the right choice. Wait, let me actually rephrase that. Most of the time, people just want to sell because they think it's doing bad, right? Some cases, they're right. You know, the coin goes down even 50% lower and they had a good idea of getting out. And some of the times people just get out, never get back in, and then FOMO in when the prices are way too high or way higher. You know, that's the way off, that's the trade-off. You gotta get a good balance for yourself there to make sure you're still getting the profits as the price goes up, but also getting your average price as low as possible. For why I always recommend to layer your way down with your buys. JP or Don Barafranca posted on Twitter, keep shorting XRP and selling it for pennies. That stuff is worth nothing. We are all wrong. It's a scam, a security. Ripple is just a bunch of guys making ICO in a garage. No one uses XRP. It's energy consuming and too slow, complicated to use, and very, very hard to buy. So I understand it's satire. It's most likely completely a joke. But I don't think the way he did it here was very smart. I actually think he could have gotten his tweet a lot more trending had he added a little bit of a positive twist to it, or kind of made obvious that it is satire and not just hating. I mean, any holder could understand that most of these points are just a joke, but still I think a couple of people are going to hate him for it, for maybe pointing out bad sides to XRP in a stupid way, because we all know that his bad sides are not making any sense, but I think some people will call him out for that as well. Yeah, it's fun though, I guess, but I don't think it was the right way to do it. Lee SPQR posted on Twitter, Me and the research team have found something huge. It's taken 24 hours to research. Now it's putting it into a presentable format. This one is called The Truth, and you'll see why. We will open everyone's eyes. Hashtag XRP. And I don't know. I don't know exactly what this is, what this does, and exactly what I should be expecting. But if we scroll down a little bit, Muk says, I hope you're not only overhyping something mundane. And he says, I think this is a great unseen research with huge ties to Ripple. I'm not really a hype, I just say a passionate researcher who enjoys to share his research for free with everyone. I think this one is a beauty. Now, I really have no idea what's going to be coming here. Honestly speaking, guys, I have no idea what to expect from Lee. I don't know what he normally does. I don't know exactly what I should have researched. I don't really know anything. And I think that's also what makes it so interesting. I think what makes it very, very interesting is that, yeah, there could be a lot of stuff coming, guys. It could be something really cool coming out here that we don't know about. So yeah, I'm going to be waiting for that. I'm going to be checking back on his Twitter a couple of times. Make sure to give him a follow then, to see what's going to be coming up. Maybe it's going to be really exciting. At least I'm quite hyped. I have no idea what to expect, so you can definitely say I'm quite hyped on all of this. But now, if we actually check the last thing though, it's something a little bit more negative, but still quite as important to cover. Yemen's civil X shows the dangers of crypto. I don't want to say some of these words just because I think YouTube doesn't really like it too much when you say these things out loud. That's why I just keep it, cool. Yemen, home to what the United Nations call the world's biggest humanitarian crisis, is in the state of civil X. Half of the country is controlled by the backed group, which has developed its own cryptocurrency. People from Yemen are often wary of being associated with crypto, in part because of the Houthis' crypto efforts. Despite the potential advantages of a transnational censorship-resistant crypto in the country, connectivity issues make it very hard to get Bitcoin into this war zone. It's too soon for Bitcoin, one researcher said. So far, it appears using Bitcoin in a certain zone, in a danger zone, may be riskier than cash, especially when illicit actors use cryptocurrency as well as civilians. So I don't really understand exactly where the whole issue is coming from right there, but I just thought I should let you guys up to date with all of this. For most people in Yemen, purchasing Bitcoin is nearly impossible. Most international companies avoid doing business with Yemen due to concerns over sanctions, and I don't really know exactly why crypto would be bad, however, though. I think only because it ignites more anger between parties, and I think that's actually explained a little bit further here. Cryptocurrency has itself become a weapon in the dangerous area right there. By issuing a digital currency, the Houthis strive to establish a circular economy with less dependence on banks hostile to their cause. So I guess from that perspective, we can understand why crypto would be kind of dangerous. And yeah, I actually don't want to show the article too much just to make sure I don't mess up the video. But it's another approach to this whole crypto area. It's another approach to think about that there's also different sides to everything we're talking about day-to-day basis. There's people in different situations not worrying about the XP price at all, not worrying about Bitcoin price. There's some people who worry about it for their day-to-day lives. People who trade it all day. There's people who are not fortunate enough to have a computer or to hold any cryptocurrency, or are fortunate or unfortunate enough to never have heard about cryptocurrency. There's so many different people out there, and there's so many different uses for crypto for them as well, which we're all going to be exploring and seeing over the couple of years that are to come here. For XRP though, however, I think there's no real bad sides to it at all. I can understand though if it's made or being made hard to buy, and you can always fund your anything without the government interfering or without banks being able to shut you down. It is quite interesting, but that's nothing new though. We've been seeing this for a very long time, I guess the whole decade here, that a lot of, I guess, not so good things are being funded through ways that are not as easily traceable, even though, of course, Bitcoin is, on the literal sense, traceable. It's sometimes still difficult to find out exactly where something came from. But hey, I think it's that's an interesting end to this whole story. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you press the like button. If you learned something new, make sure you press the like button. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more daily crypto content. I keep telling you guys, make sure you subscribe. You know, I post crypto videos every single day. I'm trying to update you guys every single day. But I also need to see in the comment section some feedback on the videos, like maybe talk slower, maybe talk faster, maybe talk about this, talk about that, just so I know what you guys like, because I'm still looking and I'm always trying to innovate and better myself. So make sure you comment it down below, and I'll see you guys again in the video that's coming up next. Don't forget, though, to check this video out. Please don't forget about it. It's a banger, guys, and I'm telling you right there, you guys should check it out. It's worth it, so make sure. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care and have a very, very nice day.